exclusive interview with all your questions answered about GBC, including the pressing ones about the TV license fee. At the end of that interview, we are going to tell you the short code which you can use to pay your TV license fee. Remember that it's 36 Ghana cedis a year. It means it's 3 Ghana cedis a month as TV license to help GBC generate the content that you undoubtedly deserve as a true Ghanaian. Join us at 12:30 p.m. on GTV Ghana on Facebook and on YouTube for that exclusive interview with the DG of GBC. Welcome to the headline segment. Today I have the two ladies with me once again. Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim, former acting chairperson of the CPP, is at the table. Hajia, Barka de Salah in advance, because next week is Salah and I'm excited.
Yes, Barka Kade. We all pray that the Salah will meet us in peace, but you know there are some challenges. This is where we slaughter the cows and listen, you know what is happening in the upper regions.
I'll give you the opportunity to have a say about that. Let me introduce Natra Nyope, communications expert, and our favorite person apart from her boss at PPAG. Otherwise, the boss will say you shouldn't come again. Now, thank you for making the time once again.
That is, by the way. Thank you, Misty. I'm happy to be here. And good morning to our viewers.
Good morning to you, or good morning to you, Akosia Hansen. I hear today is your the party, We have to. That's why you sneaked out of here in the studio today. But Akosia, we love you, and it's your birthday. Today, tomorrow, Sunday, I'm giving you the whole weekend as your birthday. Congratulations to you, and massive, massive happy birthday to you. Ladies, I'm sure you will have the opportunity you've had the opportunity to put some thoughts together into a sort of a thought for the day, a rant for the day, and then I'll take those and then I'll introduce all the stories that are in the newspapers and we can get to it. Hajia, what's on your mind?
Yeah, good morning to our cherished viewers. Anna, how are you?
I'm well,
good to see you again.
Good to see you.
My rant today has to do with what happened in Tamale. A lady was attacked by a football team coach, and I'm sure he's managing a female team, so that can tell you that even the players of that team are not safe. I will plead with the people of Tamale and, for that matter, Ghana. We don't want a situation whereby people will start going to beg the family to drop the case, and this is the nation versus that gentleman who did that. He's not even qualified to be called a gentleman. If you don't understand something, if you have a protest, there are procedures that you have to follow. But to just go on a field and beat a woman, Tama, I don't know how to describe such a person. So for me, the GFA fine, they've gone to see her. You can see that she's recovering. And I don't know what was going through his mind when the lady was lying on the floor, rolling. If it's your sister, if it's your mother, if it's your wife, and somebody did that to you or to her, will you be happy? You see, it's hard time we stop this, excuse my language, nonsense. We entertain madness in this country. You understand? And then you see somebody will go that way, he's entitled to a lawyer, fine, he's entitled to a lawyer, but there are laws governing this country. You have no rights. Aka rights. Amba understand bane the something na zambin ma chan authority sani. The pala kama an yel kama amal de bane swan to busupa. Bin jailer. You'll be jailed. According to the law of this country. People don't respect women in this country. Some people, let me put it that way, they don't respect women. And women, we are partners in development. Without women, there will be no nation, Ghana or the world. So give us some respect. It's a man's, look, imagine women who are brave to be referees, which means you are discouraging women to go into that field because maybe she's even somebody's mother or somebody's wife. And if it's somebody's wife, please, husband and the family, nobody should come in the night. They will bring the imams, the malams to come and plead. No. We should stop this. Why? Why should you go and be somebody's wife? If you are a very good coach, you coach your people to go and score goals or win a match. You don't beat a referee to win a match. We have to tell them. What kind of rubbish is this? She is liking me. Anyway, even if it's not my family, I know people in Tamale, I'll call them and tell them. Regional minister, if you are listening, if they come to you and say, go and plead with the family, tell them no. And I know you do that. We shouldn't encourage this. People will do this, and then they will come, you see, as soon as they come in the morning, you say, Sandu ana Nabi you carry. That's, well, let's say, Salah to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. That one you respond. But the others, don't listen to them. That's what they do. And cheaters in the community. A child will be raped. Then they will bring somebody, oh, because of the family ties, and then they continue to do this with impunity. Why? My rants are about 2, but let me stop this way. For now, so for me, Thelma, an action, and I'm happy he's been taken to court, and I know how judges, both men and women, are sensitive to women's plight in this country, and they will give him what he deserves. Because there's nothing like maybe saying that, oh, let's forget, please, and then he should be compensated. As for the compensation, it will come. But they should jail him so that it will serve as a deterrent. For people who even beat their wives there, they will know that, You see, this say something, no? It shouldn't just be text messages, oh. It shouldn't just be text messages. We should have an ad, all in our different languages, educating people. You understand? I'm attending a workshop. From here, I'm going there on light, ammunitions that are not registered, and then the protocols and conventions that ECOWAS are promoting with FOSDA, FOSDA in Ghana. And this is a meeting, they are meeting CEOs in Ghana and everything. Look at what happened to the policeman yesterday, which means maybe one of the unregistered gun shot the policeman yesterday.
We'll get to the issue of the police officer who lost his life in a short while. Let me take your thoughts of the day now, and then we'll get to the stories in the newspapers.
I mean, I read the story that Haja is talking about, rather unfortunate, but once it's in the courts, we trust them to do justice. I mean, justice rests in the bosom of the court, and so we trust they will do justice. Now, to my rant this morning, I think that, Thelma, with the rains here and the magnitude of floods that we are experiencing, I should say that lives and properties are at stake, and it has always been at stake during rainy seasons. Was it sometime last 2 years when I heard President Akufo-Addo instruct municipal and district chief executives that, see, any building, any structure that is on a waterway, let us pull it down. I think people are becoming selfish in this country, and at the end of the day, they'll blame government, they'll blame whoever. See, Thelma, if I decide to build on waterway, maybe I have a place to sleep. But what it means is that now the passage of the water would divert to your home. And so in an attempt to get a place to sleep personally, I'm putting the lives of, everybody at stake. Absolutely. Let us not get up and blame city engineers, urban road, whatever. I mean, there's at a macro level. I'll come to them, because sometimes when you drive on the road, see, Thelma, the road water has taken part of the road. And then both going and coming cars are trying to use just a narrow part. I don't know how the roads are engineered, but the very micro things start with us. See, let us stop building on waterways. Let us stop throwing refuse into culverts because they are uncovered. Let us just see. Sometimes you just trying to walk at dawn, taking a stroll, and then you see people have bagged rubbish and are placing it at junctions they shouldn't. It comes back to affect us, Thelma. I don't know how to re-emphasize that. Once you do that, it is your own life you are putting at risk. And so this morning, it is a short plea to all of us. Let us attend to the micro things. Let us not build on waterways. Let us not leave refuse where we are not supposed to. That is micro. And so at the macro level, let us urge as city engineers. I mean, when you construct road, make sure that the culverts are not undersized. Make sure that when there is rain, there is a passage for the water to go, so that at least all of us, have ease of life on the road. Thank you. As short as that.
Now, thank you. Now, let's get the details of some of the stories in our newspapers. I'll start with the Daily. Analyst without fear of favor is a tagline. One headline dedicated to the robbery attack yesterday. Robbers attacked bullion van. Ablekuma Fan Milk, one police officer killed. We saw the CCTV footage, and we saw the rather disturbing images of that officer as he lay in the pool of blood being rushed to seek medical attention too late. In Parliament yesterday, outraged by the Speaker of Parliament talking about imposing taxes on sanitary pads, and he called it a cardinal sin. Speaker Babin echoing the thoughts of all women all over the country yesterday in Parliament. Mediama commends Tobinco boss for continuous support. Mediama SC won the league, and they keep receiving congratulatory messages and tokens of appreciation from members of the public and businesses as well. Well-deserved congrats to Mediama there. Airtel Tigo unveils 80 as new name. Titanic suffered catastrophic implosion, all 5 aboard dead. The world has been following that story with bated breath. Unfortunately, this is the outcome of the days-long search. Moving on to another paper, the Daily Graphic, echoing the Speaker's sentiments again yesterday from the floor of Parliament. Taxes on sanitary pads and fares, Speaker of Parliament asserts. And if you remember, Afrexim Bank, as part of its 30th anniversary, has been organizing a number of events. This time, they've conferred an award on First Bank of Nigeria Limited. Police give chase to killers, page 13 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Bost, final reminder to defaulting OMCs to pay Bost margin. Supreme Court grants Quayson 7 extra days to file review. Constituency Watch focusing on New Jabeng South. And the paper said the development is on course, a safe seat for the NPP. Story in the Daily Graphic newspaper. The Ghanaian Times newspaper, global cocoa price review. 4 African countries meet over price of commodity. Maiden STEM promotion road show takes off in Accra. Joint program between the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Education there. And good news to the people of Akwini Pando, Germans to return looted artifacts to that community, and conversations ongoing about what the modalities should be. 4 robbers gunned down Cork police launch manhunt for suspects. The story about the killed police officer in that newspaper as well. The finder not being left behind, also carrying the story of the armed robbers killing cop, escorting bullion van and looting cash. Dr. Akoto defies torrential rains, the campaign for Charles Opoku at Asin North. Parliament pays tribute to football legend Asamoah Gyan, aka the Baby Jet, who retired from football this week. The final newspaper also carrying the story about the STEM education boost, 165 SHS equipped with state-of-the-art labs to revolutionize physics, chemistry, biology, and STEM studies. All these stories and more in the newspapers. Ladies, we've had quite a few things to say about this taxes on sanitary towels. I would want us to just have a quick bite on it, and then we'll move on to other stories. Now the Speaker is saying that it's a cardinal sin, and the Daily Graphic carried the story as well, and it's talking about the Speaker of Babin expressing strong abhorrence to the imposition of taxes on sanitary pads in the country. He described the passage of laws by Parliament to impose the tax on sanitary pads as unconscionable and a cardinal sin. And he goes on to say, this is the quote, "This House should not have allowed it at all. You know the impact of the law on human resource development and the development of this country is immeasurable. Some of the taxes on sanitary pads are the 12.5% VAT and 20% import duty." And the Speaker is quoted as saying, "Why should we pass a law imposing tax on sanitary pads? We have to take immediate action to prevent whoever is the minister and is imposing it to take it off." Strong words by the Speaker of Parliament. Hajia.
Yes, I think yesterday I heard the Speaker of Parliament, and I heard the, should I say, the local producers. I think everybody is calling on the tax to be taken off.
The AGI says no, let it remain.
Yes, they explain. I asked myself, why can't you produce sanitary pad for the women of this country? Because the AGI are saying that when they remove those taxes, so which means there will be inflows of sanitary pad from other countries, that will put them out of the markets. Why doesn't the government rather take the taxes on what they import the equipment and everything, so that they will be able to produce the sanitary pad here. So I think it's an ongoing discussions. I think we have to look at it in both ways. At the end of the day, it should inure to the benefit of the women of this country. Because, Thelma, I was off TV for about close to 2 months now because I lost my mom, actually. So we were mourning, and then, traditionally you can't be mourning and then be sitting and talking. I missed the part, there was a celebration of sanitary day or something. I don't know whether yes, I don't know whether it was this station that a lady even went as far as saying that then some part of the north they use clay as sanitary pad. So I had so many calls. People said I should come to GTV or other stations to debunk, and I said no. At the right time, we'll talk about it. And I'm happy the sanitary pad issues has come again. So I was telling somebody, see, when people want to attract donor funding, they say so many things. Because even when we're growing up, we know it. Even if the person has said that they use leaves as sanitary pad, maybe some of us can say maybe it might have happened. But in all that, I think, especially young girls, it's sad, because now sanitary pad calls at, I think some are even 25 Ghana cedis, some are 30. There used to be 3 cedis, 50 pesos. 3 cedis, 50 pesos. And I don't want to mention any brand. That was the highest, that was 4 cedis, 50 pesos. So parents or maybe young girls could buy. And then we have to look at the hygienic part of the whole thing, and then how maybe they can get this sanitary pads. For me, AGI, I think that's they are part of the Ghana industry, yes. So the other group that are calling that it should not be removed is those producing locally. Have we been able to take the maybe time to look at the companies that are producing the sanitary pad? One, the challenges that are going through. Two, and how they can be helped to sort of produce more. Now, because if they produce more and people, because we are trying to boost the local industries. If we are in one point, you say we're trying to empower our local industry, and then we'll open our gates in such a way that we'll have inflows of other finished products from other countries. That one, because other people too are saying when you take the tax, the government, but not on sanitary pads. But I think, Thelma, this conversation, we can't finish it today. I saw the passion in which the speaker spoke. In fact, I was madly in love with what he said, because young women cannot even go to school when they are in their period, because maybe they cannot buy the sanitary pad. It is difficult, and we've gone far from this amoasi that I mentioned, where you use a rag, you go and wash, or maybe gauze, you go and wash. I remember when in secondary school, some were doing that, but some even saw pad, like, hey, maybe she's from a rich home, you understand? But we're using some other things, but we've come to, the world is revolving. You cannot continue using that rag or kind of thing to wash. Even people will say, even in school, if you wash maybe gauze or this, and people say, hey, look at what she's using, peer pressure, maybe it can kind of demoralize the person. So we should look at the best way that we can help in such a way that the sanitary pad will be affordable. It's affordability that we are looking for, how we can afford to buy. Because if you have about 3 girls in your house, Thelma, I know all of them wouldn't have their period at the same time. But in a month, by all means, this one will get it maybe early, middle, and the tail end of the month. You have to buy 3 sets of sanitary pad for your girls. And it costs a lot of money. So I think Parliament should look at the taxes again and see how they can sit with the IGA, that's the Association of Ghana Industries, and then help the Ghanaian producers, because where I'm coming from, I believe in made in Ghana. Let's empower our own. The AGI are saying no. They have the reason, because the guy explained yesterday, I listened to him, that as soon as they do that, they will be running at a loss, because they pay taxes on all what they need to produce it. You understand? So if you remove the taxes that they are paying, including the VAT, their end products will be cheap. The end product will be cheap.
Yesterday we heard from the 49% representative, so the Speaker of Parliament, who is obviously very male, being such a very vocal champion after meeting the women, because the CSOs were on the streets and they did not relent in this call. And I saw Amma Pratt. Amma, good morning to you, a good friend of mine, leading the charge. And they went to Parliament, demanded to see the Speaker. Speaker suspended sittings for 10 minutes and went and spoke to them. Came back and, spoke about his outrage that this was allowed to even happen in the first place. And at some point he said he does not expect to see that item on the government of Ghana's budget in the next budget review. So strong words by the Speaker of Parliament. Of course, female MPs have made calls intermittently for these to be scrapped. The other side is people think, have they done enough? And that's a conversation perhaps for another day. Yeah. But are we finally at a point with the pronouncements by the Speaker yesterday to see a more active attempt to get these taxes scrapped, bearing in mind what the AGI is saying about the effect on the local manufacturers?
Thelma, so to start with, I'm a happy person this morning. I'm just calm, but I'm a very happy person. See, when I heard Speaker Bagbin speak, I was like, wow, finally. Yeah. I mean, finally, somebody has accepted, I don't want to say responsibility, but has raised the challenge to ensure that something is done. For this, I hear people say, and the taxes, and we'll look at them. But this is a man who has actually embraced the challenge to say that, see, I won't allow in the next budget reading for sanitary pads to be taxed. Yesterday when I heard him, I was like, I'm sure as a country, we want God to bring the 11th commandment to say that thou shalt not tax sanitary pads before we know that it is a cardinal sin. Thelma, we are waiting for God to move from heaven and come and say that, Ghana, please do not tax sanitary pads as the 11th commandment before we pay attention to it.
Have 10,
the AGI may have valid reasons. Yeah. I mean, there are reasons valid. I listen to the valid reasons. What I'm saying is that we are looking at the greater good for a vulnerable group of people. Thelma, the greater good for a vulnerable group of people. And because of the space in which I work, you meet some of it. I remember the first time I saw sanitary pad, I hadn't started menstruating, so I didn't even know what it was. I mean, they came to my school, they shared, I was happy, and then some of the guys were even playing football. I mean, they were throwing, I was like, so what is this? And then when I started, I was like, wow, this commodity, I mean, sometimes you look for something you will not get. It is not easily available. And we as women have an appreciation of how, if you don't have that, how it beats your confidence, how it takes your pride and everything away. When we talk about declassifying sanitary pads or taking off the taxes of sanitary pads, we are not talking for myself, Nache, or Hajia or Thelma, who can afford and afford some for others. We are talking about the least fortunate girl in a village somewhere, Thelma. And I always say that when we say that Ghana is a country that is championing SDG, quality education, health, I mean, gender equality and everything, these are the issues. I mean, these are the fundamentals that will show whether our love for the SDGs are weak or strong. And so let us bear in mind the little girl, for example, in a village somewhere who misses school 5 to 6 times every month. So if the term is 3-4 months, the lady is missing school for up to 20 days just because of a natural occurrence, just because they cannot afford. I mean, we as NGOs go all out to say that, okay, so we'll provide them. But the sustainability, the donor funding to even, pushing this sharing of sanitary pads. And I just made a point about people, throwing words about when they want to attract donor funding. See me, Thelma, if you show me an image of a baby so skinny and so, in ill health, just to get me to, I wouldn't give. You could have covered the baby in some dignity.
Absolutely.
when you say these things,
Absolutely.
me personally, it puts me off to want to just beat my emotions for me to give, you know. I mean, don't speak to my conscience. When you speak to my emotions, it doesn't work for me. And so to say all those things to attract donor funding, no. But Thelma, then you see, if you are taking off the taxes of the imported sanitary pads, then per what AGI is saying, let the conversation be two-sided. Let us look at how we also shoulder our Ghanaian producers, manufacturers, without beating on quality. Because mind you, the way that product is, and for those of us who use, if it doesn't have, I mean, the quality you deserve for the kind of flow you have, you would end up, I mean, being in a mess, if that's the word to use. And so the conversation now shouldn't be one-sided, just taking off the taxes of the imported ones, but just so that our Ghanaian manufacturers don't also end up in debt, so that, I mean, jobs are not lost in an attempt to help any girl anywhere. And so it must be two-sided, like I've said, so that at the end of the day, I mean, girls and women will have some peace in this country. Thelma, aren't we losing breath about the sanitary pad matter? We've been shouting and shouting and shouting. But Speaker Agui should do something.
Yes.
I mean, should do something for us.
It's a call that I'm sure every woman would want a resolution
and
to.
Now
and
on
move
quality,
on. A quick one.
We shouldn't compromise.
Yeah, we shouldn't compromise.
Don't compromise on quality.
You know, we shouldn't compromise on quality.
So yesterday, Ablekuma was in the news again, and it was a fan milk area. Unfortunately, we lost one precious life who joined the service in 2017. And a mother suddenly became
27.
You know,
2017,
27 or 28-year-old young man who was lost brutally at that petrol station. He was escorting a bullion van in the vehicle when suddenly men on motorbikes rode up to the station, got down from the bikes, and opened the door of the van. Driver ran off immediately. The suspected robbers, because no court has, you know, said they are guilty, the robbers opened the door and fired shots into his side of the vehicle, and the end result is that the policeman lost his life. So with everyone else out there sending tributes and condolences, we also send sincere condolences to the family of the deceased officer. All the filming that was going on, but it's the CCTV footage really that gave us an idea of what happened. We remember that a bullion van was attacked, and that led to conversations about having police escorts to ride with the vans when they are making their transit. I've heard questions about what was the van doing at the petrol station. Was it now going to refuel? Was it going to top up? What was happening? And a whole lot of questions are being asked. But what are your thoughts? I want us, because we are not obviously forensic analysts, let's just give our initial thoughts about this and move on, because the family is grieving, and we haven't given the name of the officer, because next of kin, I must say, next of kin have the first right of notice, and until we get word from the Ghana Police Service that has been done, you will not hear a name on any of GBC's platforms, because we believe in that tradition of giving next of kin the first opportunity to hear the account of what happened. So now, what did you think when you heard this story yesterday?
So condolence to the family. I mean, rather a sad story. You know, I saw a quote somewhere that says that we leave home to feed home, and so when we leave home to feed home, may God protect all of us. I mean, he just left home to feed us home, and then has met his untimely death. But Thelma, I think for some time now, robbery rate in the country has reduced. Personally, maybe from what I've followed in media reportage, it has reduced, and so this one has taken all of us also by surprise. Now, like you questioned, the van set off without fuel. They did, for example, see the robbers followed them and decided, let us seek refuge, you know, at the filling station, and they drove in. There are so many unanswered questions that only the police can answer. And then I saw a quote somewhere that is also very telling. I tell see, let us not buy pickups and just fix something on top and say that it's a bullion van. I don't know how that fits into the conversation we are having to say that maybe if you say you are a financial institution or you carry money and you want to mobile money, I mean transport money, the bullion van must be a bullion
meet certain criteria,
certain standards. You understand what I mean? Don't just get a pickup and say that I'm putting this on top and it's a bullion van. And like you also question, why is the money moving without police escort? Maybe there's no money in there, so they decided, well, it doesn't even need police escort ahead of it. Because sometimes on the street, you see the bullion vans, and there's this one.
Well, does a policeman being in the van count as an escort, or are you talking about riders?
Riders. So ahead of it, and then they will tell you, make way, there's a van coming, and then we all make way and they pass. Thelma, it's, the videos I saw, the things happen, it happened so quick.
In broad daylight.
It was
surreal. When I saw the video, I thought, wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I saw a video that they've been arrested on social media.
Well, the police administration
like says people cheering
there's a manhunt. So
my dear,
there's no
watch the
communication that I have seen, at least as I sit here now, that suggests that they've been
Any
found.
Of them has been arrested.
We know that once one of their own is down, once a Ghanaian is down, the Ghana Police Service by law is mandated to act, and they will. I'm very hopeful.
That will even rage them to find the killer.
The driver is running away.
Rage. It will rage them to find
you see,
the killers.
It's most unfortunate. Our deepest condolences to the family of the gentleman who lost his life. And I told you we are having a workshop on this small arms and unlicensed system.
They took the officers.
That is the championed by ECOWAS and FOSDA. Dr. Sani Adamu from ECOWAS is leading the conversation with Madam Bona. Cool. My dear, you watch the video carefully. Thelma, let me ask you a question. When you sit in the car, what do you do first?
Lock the doors.
Absolutely. But this door was not locked. You look at the scene. He just opened the door and the driver got down and started running. Just look at it. Billion vans, carrying money, policeman in the car, and there was no lock.
Because when the car parked does not immediately suggest
that he was coming to
be careful about this, because we don't want to prejudice an investigation. Yeah. So none of us are experts. So here is the disclaimer here. None of us are experts.
Yes.
But it does not appear that the van was just about to fuel or top up his fuel. Does it?
He went
just from a layman's
and then he
viewing
just came
of the
back
video.
And you see, that is why, you see, Thelma, let's be careful in this country. Let's know the kind of people we employ, especially drivers. I'm telling you, we have to be very, very careful, because look at the scene. Now, the car was moving, then it came back, then the armed robber decided to look at, where are you going to? Where is he going to? Where is he going? And then it seems the driver was alert, because as soon as he just opened and started running, look. Also, people have a proverb.
Let's
that's
meaning
that the one speaking, if he's, excuse my language, is a fool. The one listening is not a fool. That is the act that has.
Anyway.
We'll leave the investigation to the Ghana Police Service.
The car was moving, packed, and came back, then packed.
We'll leave the investigation to the Ghana Police Service and the analysis to the security people who are better able to understand what we just saw. I saw an account by one of the security analysts a few minutes ago talking about what happened here, and it was a press release by a gentleman called Anthony Akwe, who has an MA, a security policy analyst from the Center for Security Dialogue and Peace Advocacy. And in that press release, he was talking about, obviously, what happened at Ablekuma Fan Milk. And I'll read portions of it, and this is a quote from him. Blame He said, seriously, it's too sad to have another gallant officer killed in a substandard bullion van robbery attack at Ablikuma Fan Mill. It is on record that between February 2021 and February 2022, 4 separate bullion van robbery attacks were recorded across Greater Accra region, and a critical analysis on the video footage intelligence recorded by the closed circuit television CCTV at the filling station showed clearly how the robbers with their 2 motorbikes ambushed the bullion van, shot the police officer on target while the driver ran for his life, and they carried away the sales made by the police, the filling station. Having noticed the poor quality bullion van in question in the video footage and the police officer shot without wearing armored vest and ballistic helmet, it has triggered me to ask the Ghana Police Service High Command, how well do they ensure their men and women adhere to the right operating standard procedure in such an important operation involving life and money? So questions being asked there. I'm hopeful that in due course, at the right time, the police High Command will find the need to respond to some of these questions, whether the policemen are rightly tooled when they escort some of these vans to their destinations. This is the headline segment on GTV Breakfast. Supreme Court grants Quayson 7 extra days to file review. There's an interesting story at the back page of the Daily Graphic about hearing impairment screening for newborns at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. So the idea is that once new babies are born, immediately they will receive a hearing impairment assessment, and it will be for free unless they find need for further tests, which would have to be paid for. So I think that because they were all women on this panel, it's worth noting the stories at the back page of the Daily Graphic. We should all get it and read the details. It's a partnership that is about to go on. Germans will return the looted artifacts to the people of Akwini in Kpando. There's a maiden STEM promotion roadshow that has taken off in Accra, a collaboration between the Ministry of Information and Education, the Global Cocoa Prize Review for 4 African countries. The campaign trail is getting heated, of course, Asin North, center of it. And on the NPP side, everyone filing their nominations as they attempt to get the nod to become the flag bearers of the party. Armed police corps, questions being asked about that. Armed robbers killing in the police corps. Parliament paying tribute to football legend Asamoah Gyan, and of course more stories. The Titanic suffered a catastrophic implosion with all 5 on board losing their lives. Ladies, which one of these would you want to touch on before we wrap up on this segment?
Maybe I'll do the STEM.
Okay.
Yes, maybe I'll do the STEM. And then just when you were you mentioned that, I was like, well, so there's an opportunity for us to, unearth talents. Talents or potentials that either to have been locked, in the cupboards of theory. And so it's just reading and reading and reading. These children don't have, a means to actually apply what they read or have, for the optics, what they learn in the books. There's an opportunity. And so I'm personally happy about the investment that government is making into STEM. What I would be happier about is if in the shortest possible time, we are able to tell that because of STEM, we'll be able to bridge, for example, academia and industry. Because of STEM, we'll be able to reduce the unemployment rate because of STEM. So for now, as Ghanaians, I'm sure everybody should be happy about the investment that government is making. But going forward, let us see, the investment yielding fruit. And then also, Thelma, yesterday when I was watching the road show, I was happy about, pardon my language, the segment of students who are benefiting from these. And so you have these basic schools, not the rich kid kind of schools, but the very basic schools that the average Ghanaian child attends. And I kind of liked how they expressed their love for it. I was like, oh wow! So you could go to, in our language, Lebi and Shande school and still do. Lebi and Shande just mean an upper area, morning. Oh no, I understand. You understand?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, so you could still attend this Lebi and Shande schools and still come out and be an Albert Einstein. And so for me, that is it. That the Albert Einsteins of Ghana that we are about to see are not left for the rich kids school. And Thelma, the last time I was saying that when Kamala Harris came, these are the things we have showcased when the kids were on the sun. And I don't know who was here. I said, oh, no, it's okay to go and greet. No, it's not okay to just go and greet Kamala Harris. These are the things, the innovations that the kids have put together. These are the things that the U.S. vice president should have seen. I don't know if any of you still disagrees with me, but I stand by that. Once she's coming down,
I don't know why I'm laughing.
These are the things, and not just going to wave the flag of Ghana. Thelma, you and I, we've waved this flag for Clinton. I attended engineers. We used to wave around.
Yeah, wave for Prince Charles in Bologna.
Okay, we just went to wave, and
Prince
so these
Charles,
are the things. These are the things, and so Thelma, for me, STEM is also a transition from just memorizing text and go to write.
Yeah.
I mean, whether physics, biology, the kids are just memorizing and in the exam they go. But this is the application. Let us continue to invest in it. And let us also make sure that in the next few years, we are able to show the fruit of the investment, that unemployment has reduced. We've bridged the gap between academia. I mean, there are more innovations that is making life easy for the ordinary Ghanaian, among others. I'll keep my thoughts at that. Thank you.
So the Maiden STEM Promotion Roadshow has taken off in Accra. It is a collaboration between the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Education, and forms part of a number of activities to showcase and allow the entire country to have a deeper understanding of what is being done with STEM education. The story on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times. And the story goes on to say it is also to create the opportunity for parents and all stakeholders within the education value chain to have a deeper understanding of STEM and science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, STEAM agenda. So apart from STEM, there is also the STEAM agenda, which incorporates STEM and the arts as well. And Information Minister Kojo Pong-Kroma said one of the instruments that determined how far a country would go globally was the quality of its human resource, adding that human development was a matter that was of great concern to the government. The Minister of Education, on his side, said the roadshow would enable the good people of Ghana to see the investment the government is making into the future of the country. And he said the whole concept was to offer the youth the opportunity into the fourth industrial revolution. More details in the Ghanaian Times newspaper, and in other papers. The Finder newspaper also has an account of the roadshow, and it's saying that 165 SHS, so senior high schools, have been equipped with state-of-the-art labs, and other schools are getting other things in addition to this STEM agenda that the government has. 10 STEM centers on existing SHS campuses, training teachers on STEM issues, 3 new all-girls STEM schools in the making, and other details on page 8 of the Finder newspaper on the same story. Hajia, you see,
you see. I want Hajia to explain why she was laughing. She said, when I said we start a street, something came to mind. They started laughing.
Yes, the flags. Yes. It's you waved Clinton. I said I waved Prince Charles.
Okay.
You know.
Tell me, who did you wave? You were saying
Experimental Primary School. Experimental Primary School. Prince Charles Zare. Prince Charles Zare means welcome. And it was cold during the hammer time. We had cracks on our lips. We were so excited to be waving Prince Charles. You see, but I really like the passion in which you spoke about not just waving the flags, but what having something to show. Maybe when she came, they took her to maybe a STEM school for children to demonstrate. I just want to add that parents need to be educated on this STEM kind of things, not to just rely on big schools. Somebody can be at Chicherie or Bichel Tanga and perform well. You understand? So this STEM system can even encourage people not to just concentrate on this so-called, let me put it, big names. You know, some people will say, if my child doesn't go here, he or she cannot perform. So which is it's a very good, but the government needs to do a lot by sort of educating, telling people what they are doing. It started in Accra. It shouldn't just be in Accra, not even just the big town, where we have deprived communities. And then you have those children there, parents, even getting them involved in the roadshow. The women will come out, the men will come and support the children, and then it goes down. But I want to end with this equipment that the Kwalebu brought to sort of the hearing impairment. It is very, very important. Why am I saying this? You have a child who doesn't cry. no noise, and the person will be ignorant in such a way that they don't even know that maybe the child is suffering from anything. So maybe if there's something like this and then maybe there's a test, the parent will know that maybe my child is safe from this, or maybe we need to do a lot to help this child.
I mean, early detection.
Early detection is very, very important. We have people who are maybe visually impaired, or maybe they cannot hear well, and maybe people with Down syndrome in the country, and we see them as different human beings. But go to the advanced world. I went to a UN program. The lady is a doctor, and she was given an opportunity to speak. And I was like, hey. Meanwhile, in some other diseases, they say in Sioba or something, people are even discarding those children. So it's something that will kind of encourage people to know that maybe this child born with maybe some defect doesn't mean that the child cannot do anything. Right. So I think we can go a step further, not just in Korle Bu. Let's have it in Komfo-Anokye, in Tamale Teaching Hospital, Bolga Teaching, all the regions, so that our children will be saved, or will be early detection, as Nancy. Then maybe something can be done.
Lots of health stories in the Daily Graphic today that are worth the read. There's a story on page 11 about the medication for sickle cell patients, which has been on the list now, the NHIS list now for a year, and some of the beneficiaries having a say about how helpful that has been for them in their management of sickle cell cases. The challenge of availability also being addressed in that story on page 12. You should find it and read it. What we are talking about is the hearing impairment screening for newborns at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, which is also about to be started. And there is another one on the back page talking about FAO supporting the anthrax fight in the Upper East region with 100,000 vaccines. A crucial one indeed ahead of next week's Eid, which will be the Eid al-Adha. That will be coming up next week.
Yes.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, yes.
Okay.
It is very, very important. And this message, I'm speaking to my people. They should listen to advice. Because even if the cow or this is vaccinated, it takes 3 weeks before you can even consume that meat. So please, I know the regional minister is on top of the issue in Bolga. I was there. You know, when my mother died, we had to take the funeral back home. So they shouldn't just say that people will go back there and say, it's our Eid and we want to slaughter. You slaughter and maybe people will consume and then get sick. So don't Allah do anabe mula rokan jama'a duka ku yi hankuri mun san sabon bakwai zamu ci babban sallah kuma muna yanka raguna da shanaye amma ciwon anthrax ya zo ku yi kokari abinda aka ce kamu yin nan kamu yi yau zaka yanka nama ka ba mutun ya ci ya mutu ai kuma baka yanka ba don shi don Allah muna rokan ku wanda zai yanka dabba duka je veterinary su gwada kaman naman nan ya cancanci a ci tukunna a ci. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Haja Hamdatu Ibrahim, former acting chairperson of the CPP, here with Natra Nyope communications expert. Ladies, thank you so much for making the time once again, and thank you all for joining the conversation.
So I wasn't able to don't be surprised.
Some of next week you should be here because it's Sanla. They will bring us Sanla meat if you are.
I said maybe if you don't see me, don't be surprised.
You should be here and bring us Sanla meat. Haja and now, thank you for making the time. Thank you also for watching. Before I rise, let me send a quick birthday shout to Eunice Tekwo Ofori and Stephen Kojo Ofori. You celebrate your birthday today. This is from your sister, Sarah Ofori at GBC News. She wishes you the very best of days, and I wish you a pleasant day as well. This is Breakfast Live on GTV, a conversation on music and comedy coming up before we wrap up this show. Thank you for making the time. I'm Thelma Taki. See you after the break.
I no say nothing. What is for me go surely find me. I saw it coming. I could do nothing. True, them won't get rid of me. Oh no, my soul they keep calling. But I know they worry. Oh Lord, them trying physical, they know fi physical. They do on spiritual, they know fi spiritual. Still I wonder why them do me that? I then nipa that's a nipa say wukunipa. Me huningina, I feelingina. know if you touch my soul, me similar. Say they love you too, kill a good man, I swear what I know. I'm still I wonder why big and them coming for my soul. I'm holding it up, I'm batting it up. Do, but I swear I dodge it. I'm the original version, so no fake man can touch this. This is a warning to them. Oh, for real, them won't see me dead. Them won't get me locked down when I leave on my case. But I'm still okay. Blessings, see they come my way. I know they're coming for mine, so but they didn't stop, I had no control. I went but I didn't go. Only Jano. They no fit you mine. They no fit you mine. Lie, them trying physical. They no fit physical. They do on spiritual. They no fit spiritual. Still I wonder why them do me that. I then I nipa that's a nipa say wo kunipa. They honing ina, patini ina. They no fit touch my soul, me similar. Say they love you too, kill a good man, I swear what I know. Still I wonder why big and I'm coming for my soul. I'm holding it up, I'm batting it up. Do, but I swear I touch it. I'm the original version, so no fake man can touch this. This is a warning to them. See enough it to kill a good man, I swear what I know. I'm still I wonder why my soul, I'm holding up, I'm batting up. See enough it to kill a good man, I saw I know. I'm still I wonder why I'm calling for my soul.
8:37. Good morning. Welcome to the show. 23rd of June 2023. This is show number 495 of hashtag GTV Breakfast, which means in a week's time, we're doing show 500. No be small, half of 1,000. Today, I have a multi-talented young Ghanaian artist. She started out as a dancer, as a musician now, and she loves Bob Marley. I wonder why. Ovi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Why do you love Bob Marley so much?
Who said that? Well, I mean, Bob Marley is a great musician, honestly, and I feel like my foundation, I started listening to him at some point, growing up. I just love him. I guess that's why I have the locks, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah.
If this is a hard one, I can't ask you what your favorite Bob Marley song is. Maybe your top 3 Bob Marley songs.
Top 3?
What would they be? Or top 5?
Redemption song,
okay,
right?
Yes.
And then what
sing it. The ones you like to sing. I want to just hear your voice. Though.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
None but ourselves. Thanks for your man.
I need a guitarist here right now to do that.
Another one. Give me another Bob Marley.
My brain is just
I put you on the spot.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But then I'll do that after the show.
Okay,
please.
no problem. So Bob Marley is there for you.
Right.
Who else do you look up to musically?
A couple of artists I love. There are current ones that I love.
Yeah.
I love Lila Ike. She's from Jamaica.
Lila Ike. Okay.
Yeah. She's a great artist, honestly.
What do you love about her?
Her sound, her voice.
Okay.
Her texture, lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Lila, I have to go look for her.
Yeah,
Lila,
you have to.
Ike.
You have to.
And who else?
Listen to a couple of people, but yeah. Currently, I love Amari's voice too.
Yeah, I saw you posted something on social media about how she's the first Ghanaian musician to be on
I retweeted.
The little desk concert.
Yes.
That was good, right?
Yeah,
Tiny desk concert.
That was fire. Honestly, I was really impressed. Yeah, and she has one. She has an album out.
Yes.
Yeah, a few people should just support.
We should support her.
Yeah, locally. I mean, she's out there. She's representing Ghana. So.
Do you get the feeling that we here are not showing that kind of love to musicians that are doing great abroad? You get that vibe sometimes?
Well, not so much, you know. Not so much, honestly. I feel like until you are outside, Ghanaians won't even support you.
Oh, you actually feel that?
Yeah.
Until you left the shores, you are outside, you're blowing up. Ghanaians will not support you.
Honestly.
What
That's
makes
how
you-
I feel sometimes.
Yeah, well, what makes you feel that way?
Well, personally, that's how I feel. With me,
Okay.
I feel like y'all want to see me somewhere like Grammy, somewhere,
stage, O2
somewhere,
arena,
Ghana
somewhere.
Party in the park, somewhere before like attention go. You
For
get
that
me?
area. But why if you say that be so? Why that
like-
vibe? Where that vibe from?
I don't know why me and they feel that way, but I feel like if I go out there, that's when Ghanaians are really going to wake up and go like, this girl's really good. It's really, really good.
It be airplay issues or what? I mean, DJs they control the sound. What be the? I mean, if you analyze the whole thing, where if you say the whole thing, they
You know,
go?
honestly, you know that Nigerians are taking over the whole thing.
You feel that way? That
Yeah.
Nigerians are taking over?
Yeah, DJs in Ghana just want to play most Ghanaian songs here, and it's really affecting some artists down here. You know, how many times you go actually hear a Ghanaian sound in a club? How many times?
The Nigerian beats now that they play.
Yeah, so it's really, really affecting some of us. If we play like Ghanaian music throughout, people are going to realize that Ghanaian sounds are really good too, you know, and then people are really going to pay attention to us. But if we're
No, I get
Yeah.
the vibe. So for the clubs inside, it be mostly Nigerian songs that they play,
You-
and then
you know that.
on air as well.
You know
But
that.
what? It be money or it be the music suite or I mean lyrics.
I saw a tweet about a comment somewhere that Ghanaian songs are not nice,
Really?
and I was like, wow. It's
From a
not
Ghanaian?
true.
From a Ghanaian saying this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a comment. I was like, no, that's not true. If you really pay attention to us, to some of us, you know that they are really. I just chanced on one artist, and she's from Ghana,
Okay.
Baba J.
Okay.
I'm like, she from Ghana. Yo, we have a lot of people. I mean, creatives down here that are really, really good, and we should see. We're paying attention to just the Afrobeat sound. So if you're not even doing Afrobeat, we don't go even listen to you. They are not going to listen to you. You see that there are diverse sounds
Exactly.
here in
Yeah,
Ghana,
of course.
and then they've tapped into high life and then R&B and then so many sounds. To I don't know. You know this, man. We have to support every type of sound, not just Afrobeat, not just dancehall or reggae or something. You know, there are alternative music singers down here.
Okay.
You know, we really, 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 really need to open our minds and open our ears, and then we'll go far. Honestly,
There were 4 releases there. Really, really, really. I mean, it's really on your heart,
it's
Pam.
really, really on my heart. See, I saw an interview here. Renounce a Gentleman. He discovered me, you know, back then, 2017, thereabout. See, and he was talking about the fact that people are supposed to open their minds.
Yeah.
And you see, it makes us want to shift and do something else. It doesn't, because you guys are not really, so I'm going to add you, you are part, I'm really sorry, everybody, because you guys are not supporting different sounds, it makes artists want to do songs that they are not really, it's not really their vibe. You understand what
But
I'm
you are
saying?
here. So don't add me to that group.
Okay, fine. All right.
No, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get what you're saying.
yeah. I mean, it makes, you see,
It's frustrating.
it is, because if my sound is not really Afrobeats, and it's, let's say, soul music or something, and then the trend is going that way, like Afrobeat way, I would want to do a bit of Afrobeat, and then, you know, get the bars around me, you know, go into that lane. You understand? It doesn't. That's not.
That's not you.
If that's not you,
It's not expressing you.
exactly.
How would you describe your music?
My
Obi's
music?
Yes. What kind of music is it? Describe it to somebody who hasn't heard it before.
You see, I have the reggae foundation and the dancehall foundation, actually. But you You see, because of the trend now, the Afrobeat, the piano sound, I would say that I do Afro reggae dancehall.
Afro reggae dance hall.
Does it exist?
Okay. No, wow, for you it exists. I mean,
It
that's
does.
your reality.
Yeah, because if I have like an Afrobeat beat right now, I'm just going to mix my dancehall vibe, the reggae feel, and probably Afrobeat lyrics, you know, and style, melody, to make it my sound.
You drop some guy inside and some PG inside.
PG, yeah, of course,
PG
key, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
a nice stew.
Yeah, to make it sound nice. So I think I do Afro reggae dancehall.
Yeah, Afro reggae dance hall from Ovi, who's right here with me on the Scoop on Friday, the 23rd of June 2023. You can send us messages 055-556-1034. That's our WhatsApp number. What has really surprised you about the music industry that you are in now?
Surprised me.
Or shocked you? So, whoa, I didn't expect this one.
Shocked me. Shocked me. What would that be? What would that be? I didn't want to speak about it, but I don't know why. I don't understand what's happening with Gamron.
Okay.
Honestly.
The Ghana Music Rights Organization.
Yes.
You don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Something should happen. You know, musicians are supposed to like. I feel like even being here right now, I'm supposed to get paid. That's how I feel.
Yeah, if they play your music
and even play my music.
No, when we play your music, then you should get paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's TV, right?
Yeah,
TV and video.
I feel like I don't know if I'm even signed up yet, but I don't know. I'm not signed up. I'm not sure. I'm sure my previous label didn't do that, and my current label would actually work on that. But every artist is supposed to go and then sign up so that at least you get your some money, because you know that it's very difficult out here being an artist. You don't get any funds if you don't get like an investor to push you, to even believe in you. Even if they believe in you, it's difficult to even spend their monies on you, because it's not going. How is it going to even come out? Come back to them. You understand? Until you have like one hit worldwide or something,
and then something will happen.
And then something will happen. But if you are down here, and then if Gamron was working properly, you see, if we play our songs out there, we get some coins.
Exactly.
And everybody
more than coins, sir.
More than coins, you get, and we'll split fairly, and then everybody will be happy.
So what's pushing you? Because it looks like it's a tough environment, and what's pushing you to stay in the industry?
Because it's everything that it's my whole life. You understand? Reasons why I started doing music, I wouldn't want to go there, but I lost my brother, and everybody says that it was their escape. Yeah, I'll say same. It was that thing that took me away from the scenes and the traumatic scenes that I saw when I lost my brother.
Other brother?
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, you and I have something in common. I also lost my older brother, and I know how it feels, man. So
sorry.
It's a big thing. Yeah, sorry to you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, long ago?
2017, 11th April.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
7th July 2020.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's coming. Anniversary is coming. You always think about him, right?
I cry all the time. Yeah. And what I saw, I went to the room to check up on him, and he was just lying there stiff like that. And it was just me at home. You can imagine. So I have these scenes every night, every day.
Wow.
You see, it's at the back of my head every day, and I cry every time. You see, but then I can't let that really affect me. So the music is what really,
it's like therapy. It makes you, it kind of heals you.
Yeah, and then you see, when I'm alone, it comes to mind, and so the music is just, it distracts me from it.
What do you think he would have made of your career?
He was my coach,
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He would have loved me right now. He would have been my manager or something. Yeah.
So you have to succeed for him.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to. That's why I don't give up.
Be so.
That's why I keep going, because I've been through so much. depression, everything. Yo, it was hard for me. PTSDs and so many other things. But I'm here still doing it to make him proud, wherever he is. I hope he smiles, you know. So it hasn't been easy for me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it hasn't
Keep
been.
pushing.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't stop right now.
You be so.
I can't. So I'm just doing me. I'm just doing me and doing my best. I don't know when I'm going to blow, but until then, I'll just keep doing music because that's everything.
That's the
for
driving
me.
force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what advice could you give to somebody who is like going through depression, like because you've gone through? What would you tell them because you were there? What would you tell them that would make them know that? Yeah.
Like I just did. Breathe. Breathe. Relax. Take it easy. You'll be fine. You know, you're going to be fine. You are not alone, honestly. I think everybody else is going through it. You know, if they don't tell you, you wouldn't even know. Sometimes you see, but take it easy. Talk to somebody. Don't keep to yourself. You know, find somebody you trust and talk to them. You know, and you'll be fine. Just open up, pour out your heart, and then you're going to be fine eventually. Try and go for therapy as well if you have to, and try and control your brain. Don't let your brain control you. Control your brain. That's how I feel.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, it's you.
Yeah.
Who was there for you?
See, before I wasn't going closer to my family, but it got to the point, you know, family is everything. Now, I see that family is everything to me right now because they were there, you know, and then a friend, it's my manager right now, Carol, God bless you. God bless you so much. My big sister, at that time, she was pregnant. It was tough. It was tough. It even got to the point where I was paralyzed, you know.
Whoa.
I didn't want to really. There was an interview I did, and I spoke about all that. You know, it got really, really difficult for me. Trust me, and you can imagine a pregnant woman helping out somebody who is paralyzed. The only thing I could feel was the breath. Yeah, I got Parkinson's. I was rolling. It was so many things. You know, so my family was my backbone at that time. My sister, oh no, God bless her.
Yeah, shout outs to all of them.
Yeah, everybody.
You so.
Yeah.
And so now we have some brightness.
Yeah, party time.
It be so. Yeah, because it's a new song.
Right.
Today.
Right now.
YOLO.
Yeah, you
What does
only
it
live
stand
once.
for? You only live once.
Right.
You believe that?
Right. I do. I do, because I nearly died. So if I have something to do, I won't wait. I'll do it now. If I have something to say, I'll say it right now. I'm not going to wait for tomorrow. If I have school to go, I'm about to do my master's though.
Nice one. Which subject?
Oh, the outside.
Okay,
I don't want to talk about
yeah, okay, all right. But what field?
Be like I go teach.
Okay, all right. Yeah. But you won't pack the musical.
Oh no,
come after you.
No! I can't even do
pack the
that.
music.
I can't even do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. But
Okay.
I have to study as well. Yeah, education and that one combined, you know, it gives you power.
Yes.
So yeah, I have to study.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Is YOLO? Are the visuals out for YOLO?
Yes, please. It is.
So should I get you to introduce it? Are you ready to introduce this?
Green means go. Keep your eyes on the road, yo. Make you know me cold and slow. And your side, y'all better go. Green means go. Keep your eyes on the road, no. Make you know me cold and slow. If you know, then you know, yo. It's a party song. Yo.
Yes.
I just want you to
It's out.
play.
It's out today. YOLO from
You know,
OV.
I spoke about a few things in there, you know.
Let's hear it. We're going to hear it.
Right.
Yes. YOLO to the whole Yasi. Right here on GTV Breakfast. Let's go.
Original version. Tell a DJ make it bring you right back. I'll be back in it really like that. The way I do nobody do it like that. Got the machine make it go gaga.
YOLO. When we step up in the party, the place turn up.
No bad energy, no mess up. Person where they hungry, please go chop. Cause we they come tear, oh na na na. Put up your lighter, put up your cup. Why you no go dance when you drop for the wall? Boy, you will get low, more dancer. Voice make you sound non-stop. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. Basta jene one rose, they come kill 'em. With the party on the low, make you come feel 'em. Basta jene one rose, they come kill 'em. With the party on the low, make you come feel 'em. Green means go, yo. Keep your eyes on the road, yo. Make you know me go then slow. And your side, yeah, better don't go. Green means go. Keep your eyes on the road, I know. Make you know me go then slow. If you know, then you know. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. Basta jene one rose, they come kill 'em. With the party on the low, make you come feel 'em. Basta jene one rose, they come kill 'em. With the party on the low, make you come feel 'em. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. Tell a DJ make you bring it right back. Obi vibe, you they feel it like that. The way I do, nobody do it like that. Got the machine, make we go gaga. You only live once.
8:57, hashtag GTV Breakfast. I'm here with Ovi, musician. And the new one is out there, YOLO. You only live once. So the inspiration from this song is what? Your life?
Yes.
And things that happen to you.
You know, this song has been there, but I had to release it right after Shush. Yeah, I recorded it somewhere 2020, COVID time. Yeah, you know, at that time I wasn't really releasing music.
What was it like? I mean, as a musician in COVID time, where they say you can't go out, you have to stay at home. Were you in Accra?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going out actually.
You were going out?
Yes, I had to. I was going to the studio, you know, sleep over in the studio, Sam Smith's studio at Santa Maria. I'll sleep there overnight because I can't, you know, at that time the soldiers were, you know, trying to, where are you coming from, all that. So if I go.
What did you tell them?
Oh, what's emergency? My tummy. I had to go to the hospital, something.
They believe you?
Yeah. And then some of them can just recognize you and go like, Ovi. Okay, I know, studio, something like that. And then I just passed.
Yeah. So you did a lot of recording during the COVID time?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
A lot. Honestly, a lot. Few times I did some at home. Yeah. And some I had to go to the studio. Yeah.
Okay. And this was one of the songs?
That I had to go to the studio, yes. I went to Kweku Afro, he's a producer, an artist as well. Yeah. And we had a small low-key party in there and then we recorded this one.
Okay.
That's why, you know, it has all the party vibes in there. Yes.
Give us a peek into how you create your songs. I mean, where does inspiration come from and how do you trap it? And then where does it go from idea to music? Okay.
So let's say there's a beat right now.
Okay, so I should give you a beat.
I can just hum on a few melodies. Something like that, and then I just try and fix words in there, in the in the melodies.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I've heard people say that it takes time for them to record. It's okay, it's valid. You see, sometimes it happens to me as well, because mood or something. You know, you don't have to rush to even create music. It doesn't really come out nice. Sometimes too, you know, getting like a vibe in an hour also comes out great, you know, depends. So that's what happens sometimes. Most of the times for me, I listen to the beat, hum on the melodies, fits lyrics in there. You know, sometimes I start from verse to chorus, and then sometimes it starts from like the first verse and then bridge, chorus.
Are you writing things down or you're recording on your phone? I mean,
I'm typing on my phone.
Okay.
All
right.
I, go over them, try and then pick the vocals, see if it sounds nice. They'll put a bit of auto-tune. I don't use too much auto-tune because of my voice texture. I don't want to lose that. There's that unique thing in my vocals that
like gravelly, smoky.
Yeah. So I put a little on that, and then we try and we listen to the first, and we develop it.
Who are the we?
Producer and I.
Okay, all right. And then when it's done like that, do you go and give to like a committee or people? Okay, you know what, Carol, listen to this, or Koku, listen to this. Who are the people who give you grief? I say, I don't like this one. This one no sweet.
Carol is always saying that.
Your manager.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Do another one. But Koku go like, I like it. And that face, I like it.
Yeah.
The bigger boss to go like, Ovi, I love it. I love it. So my people are just great. Wala is going to go like, me, I don't mind. I like everything. Yeah. So sometimes.
Does negative criticism spur you on? I mean, when people think, I don't like this one, does that spur you on to kind of, okay?
Sometimes I try to explain to them that it's art. I think it's art. Let's leave it, from a creative point of view.
But it's business too.
Yes, you see. Yeah, so I just agree with them. Sometimes so I just go like, it's art. Can we just leave it like that and go like, no, because we have to, like you said.
Yeah, the market.
Exactly. So like YOLO, for instance, it's for business. To me, it's business. Yeah, I would have just released something else, but
okay. What do you have released? I'm curious.
Aluta. That's the
militant.
You see, that's my late brother's nickname. But it's not dedicated to him.
Okay.
It's just I just used that as a title, and then it has a luta continua.
Of course, the struggle continues.
Yeah.
What are you fighting against? What are you struggling against?
I'm just trying to preach positivity in there in that song. Well, I'll just play an exclusive for you after the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I go listen to Luta. Later on, exclusive. You don't go hear anything. Just it's exclusive. One person listening party.
Yeah.
How do you promote your music?
Okay. So recently, I'm trying to do all that on TikTok right now because I can see that it's really paying.
Have you realized that TikTok you're able to blow up very quickly, get lots of followers quite quickly?
Yes. But then you see, to even get influencers is very difficult right now. They charge a lot.
They charge you money?
A lot.
What kind of bill did they hit you up with? They say, "How bring this money, we go do one for you." I just want the number. Don't give me the name of the person.
Like 12K.
Cool.
Not a joke.
For how long? 1 moon?
I'm sure one post or something, or maybe on all.
What?
There's a lot.
12K.
Yes, so it's not easy.
No.
That's why we need the camera people to check we out.
Yeah.
We need that money to push our sounds out there. But aside from that, I do a lot of postings on my Instagram and then Twitter. I tweet a lot. I try to create humor, so that you see Twitter, if you don't get the attention of the people.
It can be very savage there too.
Yeah, so me too, I give them back.
You give them back,
Yeah, you only live once. So.
You jab.
Yes, exactly. Just to get the attention of the people.
Yeah.
Yes, and then my team is doing others, putting it on other digital platforms. Yeah, they're doing the most.
You can go into your back end and see where people are following you and people are streaming. Are there any countries or places where you are surprised that people are listening to your music and you say, "Oh, whoa, okay, Ovi is here. I can't really figure this out, but wow."
Okay, so I just chanced on. My handler just told me that. Can I imagine that I entered the 87th charts in Gabon, somewhere.
Oh,
in Gabon.
Gabon.
Yes.
For which
top
song?
100
which
somewhere. That was one to me. And then Shush has 1 million, I think, clicks or something on TikTok. But I just recently got there,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Social media is really interesting.
So I'm really shocked about the Gabon thing. Big ups to all of you.
Yeah,
there.
Gabon. You should just start dropping some French. Oh.
I know, right?
Yes,
you know, I went to
Bonjour,
Ivory Coast.
bonjour, Gabon.
I went to Ivory Coast recently. So
Okay.
yeah,
How was that?
it was a great experience. I don't want. You have no idea.
I want to know.
Went to shoot Shush over there. Director Awuku. He won Afrima. Yes, 2021. So he shot that, and then Yolo as well. And it was a great one. Should I say that? It was fun. I just couldn't
speak the language.
Yes, and it was stressful a bit.
Did you do French in school?
Yes, I did.
Were you
But
paying
I
attention
didn't
in class?
take it serious.
Why? Are you going to blame the teacher? Because the French
No,
teachers are not really that good. You don't blame your teacher.
I blame myself. And then I feel like the French we study here is a bit different from theirs. You know, we say "comment" and they say "comment" or something like that. I'm like, hey, Charlie, then it not go work.
So you don't remember anything from the French class?
No.
Did you guys ever?
Two bread.
That's French. You are speaking French. Like, two bread. Like I'm tired. Two bread.
Two bread.
Hey, Ovi, it's a whole new language, man. Yeah, but did you study music in school?
Music.
Was it on the curriculum? Okay.
I think somewhere primary school.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Somewhere primary school, my teacher was doing a lot of music. He was an SDA man, so he was always like trying to teach us songs.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you remember any of the songs that they tried to teach you? I want to hear it.
Say, I'm sorry, rest in peace, but I don't remember.
But what's his name? What was the teacher's name? Can you remember his name?
Mr. Boatin.
Okay. He was an SDA guy.
Yes.
So
yes.
kind of church songs.
Church. And he could really sing. And then Mr. Pia as well. He was my headmaster. He's passed. But, you know, these people made me love music. I was in the choir too.
You were a choir girl? I want to hear one of the hymns that you sing, man. Sing me one of the hymns. One.
I don't remember, but I just...
I'll follow you. I'll back you. I'll give you bass.
I don't remember.
Were you a soprano and alto?
I used to sing soprano at some point, but
your voice got deeper.
So I went to tenor.
Okay.
When I got to junior high school, I realized that I could really open my vocals.
Yeah.
So yes, I was doing tenor.
Are people surprised by the sound of your voice because it's deep?
Very. They go like, she sings like a guy. Most guys don't even sing like me. Yeah, so they are really surprised. But it's a gift. So I'm sure it's strange, but then it's not that strange.
You like your voice?
Yeah, I love it. That's the best part of my whole. Aside from my looks and my hair, maybe my face. Yeah.
Is there any part of you that you don't like?
No, well. Maybe my tummy. No, I don't know. No. No.
Too flat?
It's not flat though, it's big. I'm like side pocket.
Are you an exercise person? I mean, or do you watch what you eat and things like that?
I take warm water in the morning and I take coffee as well.
Warm water, why?
And lime and then honey.
For the voice?
Just
okay. Are there some things that you will not eat?
What was that?
To protect your voice?
I wouldn't smoke.
Okay.
I wouldn't drink alcohol, but once in a while, wine is good for the heart.
They say it's good for the heart.
I've heard that also. You see.
So once in a while?
Once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
And exercise? What do you do for exercise?
Exercise.
She doesn't do exercise. The way you're repeating it 3 times. You do exercise.
I take walks, you know, small
I mean, walking from the studio, from the lounge to here, no be exercise.
No, not that one.
End of the day, wait 1 hour or early morning, that be exercise. Anything else be just regular.
Early morning, and then I do like a few skips here and there. I skip sometimes just to, be able to perform.
Yeah, because here it's good for stage and stamina.
Right. You know, I used to be a sports girl as well. I used to play basketball and soccer. I still play soccer, you know.
Okay. What position?
Oh.
Let me guess. Let me guess. You be striker?
Yeah, I go play left wing too.
Oh, you be lefty?
I'm serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who be your favorite striker right now for the world side?
Striker.
Yeah.
Mbappe be striker.
Mbappe be striker. This if I don't know. Like be winger, but he score goals.
So I think, but I love Messi too.
You love Messi. And they were both in the same team
Yeah.
until Messi left for Yankee.
Yeah.
What do you like about Mbappe?
I think he's cute.
Okay, so you know be the soccer you see. You just see the cuteness of Mbappe.
He's fast.
But you said cute first.
But
so
yeah,
I'll assume in the rankings that's what's more important to you.
That's what I'm seeing.
So I mean, what is Ovi's definition of cute? I mean, why is Mbappe cute?
I don't know, the way he carries himself, some way.
Okay, so cute. All right.
Sorry, I should have on my eyes. I'm sorry.
Is Messi cute?
Go be hard. I think he's nice.
Yeah,
he's a goat. I mean.
Okay. So, but what is higher, nice or cute? I mean, if somebody's cute on the ranking, is this cute and then nice?
Can be both cute and nice.
Cute and nice.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
Ronaldo.
It's too rigid for me.
It's too rigid.
Fans, I'm sorry.
It's stiff. Oh, so you still play football?
I can play still.
Okay.
It's been 5 years ever since I played.
And you play basketball too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We nearly entered Spice Ball somewhere.
Oh, y'all said it's competition.
But we ate and then we went to flop.
What do you think about reality shows, music reality shows?
Oh, I think it's great. I think I came from
Yes.
MTN
Hitmaker, yeah.
and I won
Wow.
2018, and so I didn't expect that. It's still strange. People go like, "You won MTN." I'm like, really? I don't really believe it, even till now, But I won, and then it's great. I mean, it opened a lot of doors for me. It's a great platform, and I feel like if you have the passion to sing and you really want to continue, not just like after competition, like you really want to do music, going forward, you can just try your luck. You might
Who
never
convinced you to go into MTN Hitmaker?
A friend of mine, he went through, and then he was the first runner up. Kimaga. He used to be F9 back then. Yeah. So I always mention his name. He doesn't know that, but I always do. He coached me throughout, and at some point we're arguing, but I was like, right now I'm just going to go with my gut feeling and just go for it. And then
it happened. It happened. I'm thinking of other musicians who went through the music reality route. Wiyala too. Yes, she did quite a few, and then she got. Yeah. You follow her music?
Yes, I do.
What do you think of Wiyala?
She's an international act. I heard she performed somewhere in Dubai.
Yes.
And it was great.
Yeah.
The blog. I'm thinking about the blog.
Yeah. It was once. Today I saw her on social media corner with Valerie and Jay. And you know what she was singing?
What's she singing?
And she's performing that in Austria, I think, today or something. It's just, Seni Wapa.
People love her.
They love her.
The whites.
Yeah, So is it back to the theory? Because she's been talking about how people are not interested in her music in Ghana.
Because we're not opening our minds to these sounds. There are great people out here. Great people. Please open your minds and listen to us. Yeah. It hurts, but it's cool.
If Wiyala were to appear here right now, what's the first question you would ask her?
Please, can we do a song together? And then please invite me. Make I do 5 minutes on your set, please.
So if our social, and our admin here at GTV Ghana is they're very, very responsive. You may cut this and then send it to Wiyala.
Please. I need that. I need her on my song.
Wiyala?
Yes, honestly. I did a song with Atongo, Simba. It's not out yet.
Okay. He's another great guy.
Yes.
Yes, he's been on this set before. Yeah.
Come on.
Are you allowed to sing the chorus?
No. No.
All right.
Yes, please.
I was going through your social media, and you just on Father's Day you just posted Happy Father's Day.
Wow.
Yes. What does Father's Day mean to you?
I love the silence in here. Wow. Okay, so I love my father, honestly, but I didn't want to, come and be posting him. I don't post him on a daily basis, so I wouldn't want to come and post him and he wouldn't even see.
It's not on Facebook.
No, nowhere. Just WhatsApp and then audio.
That's all.
I
mean,
text.
Hear your voice. That's all.
Yeah, you see. So I talked to him a lot. He wasn't, not like he wasn't there for me. He had to go and work. Growing up, he had to go and work in Europe. So he wasn't around, the whole time. He's still there actually, and then the connection wasn't really there. It was just always on phone. You see, so there was this one time, I think 2 weeks before Father's Day, I spoke. He got angry at me for some odd reasons, and I spoke to him deep down my heart. Like, it was like 15 minutes audio. He listened and he came back. He apologized. Most fathers wouldn't do that.
That's true.
And he did. You know, it really touched me. I teared up. I did. And since then, if I have to come for an interview, I have to text him. That'll be cool. We go interview.
So he's watching now?
No, he's in Italy. I'm not sure.
But he'll see the stream.
He will.
Because
he
it's
will.
going.
I love him. I love him. And I know how I feel towards him right now. And I'm glad that we were able to like make up. Now I'm sure we're going to get to know each other more. I felt like he didn't know me that much. All he heard was, oh, yes, stubborn. Now he's stubborn. You see, so I was like, I am not like that. Please try and get to know me. Yeah. And he didn't even realize that because he had stayed away from me, he didn't really know much about me. Everybody's different, you see, so all his kids are different. So he had to just get to know me. I just don't want to, but fathers are great, you know. He's talking about the fact that I should do a song for fathers. And I could actually play the audio for you right now. He's been on me to do a song for Father's Day. We don't really pay attention to.
Yeah. Where's the audio?
It's here.
Yeah, they should bring the phone to you.
Please, yes.
Yes, bring the
can.
phone.
You can.
Yeah, bring the phone.
Yes,
We want to hear what.
Yes,
yeah,
I'll do
why
that.
not? Yeah. Please bring
I
the phone.
wouldn't lie to you.
Yes, the phone is coming. This is Ovi. Yeah, and you are making us proud because we are daddies, you know,
Yes,
and
yes.
we like it. I love my sons, and they made me very happy on Father's Day. Yes, so yes, look for it. Unlock the phone and look for the sound. Yeah, this is hashtag GTV Breakfast. I'm here with Ovi, and we're having a great time, just enjoying the vibe. I love her song. I want to contribute to her findings. As she stated, it's very difficult for one to be acknowledged in GH. It's for a fact. And in the light of it, please tell her my sister is in love with the flow and wants to be discovered by her. This is Eyiram from Ablekuma. Ovi, we can't wait to be part of you and your in reality. Good morning. So that's somebody sending a message, loving the vibe. Right now. Kaf, Ovi needs a bigger platform. What? This is on GTV Breakfast, man. This is the biggest platform in Ghana right now, please. And from here to the whole Wiase. I don't know how they say world in Ghana. How do you say world in Ghana?
I don't know. I'm not.
Ghana. Jing, the whole jing. The whole jing. So what are you talking about? Why I say? I tell you, she's one of my favorites. Oh, I pray I see you in international platforms with your dancehall jeans from PK. Wala Fashe Takwa. I need her number, please. All right. So yeah, a couple of messages came in for you. All right. Wow. Okay, you got the song?
It's not a song. I haven't done it.
Yeah.
My
So,
father talking about the fact that I should do.
okay, let me hear. Bring it.
Father a jumbi e papa sesenia menu susu ho ni ade na se obehiti ni jebe mpa ampa to start na plan to put oye
good daddy
wait my na who be ra oye first one na o the tuma na fi one a year now the second one so actually the same father, you know.
One time. I like that idea.
So, I may be no year out to say, you don't show my friend a crown.
Yeah. Give them.
Show my friend a crown. So, when this car, Bami says, Oma, Obani, your love, Emma.
That's it.
And I need a can mamma phone. Almost a disturb.
You disturb with too much.
A disturb. I'm a father friend. I'm a belly man, not knock or worry. But no call Valencia. If you do me by now, our friend who say, Papa, you're on anything.
Yeah.
Therefore, so Shana Papa. No, the Amatonia, the Akukun, why you near my poto.
I feel bad now.
Neighbor so. Obia, on sale for a man. Young ban or the Akome. If I were Flanatum.
Wow.
A year.
It's a long episode.
Okay, and boy, let's see on Hawaii.
Young boy. Yeah. All right. So that is giving you great advice, actually, because it's a song for fathers who will touch every single person who has brought a child into the world.
Right.
It's a big idea. So please write the song for Daddy.
I will.
And launch it on Father's Day next year.
I will do
Is that a promise?
Yes.
It's a promise.
I promise.
Yes. So you have 1 year to put this song out.
I promise.
Yes. One time.
I promise.
And yes, we're talking about fathers. Another lady also launched something on Father's Day last week. And it is causing a lot of talk in Ghana. I mean, you've talked about the love for your father, but you know, the actress Yvonne Nelson, she wrote a book,
Yes.
I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. And it's basically a search for her father. I mean, can you imagine you not knowing who your daddy was?
Whew. I don't know. That would have been crazy for me. Crazy. You actually need your father around, honestly. I have a friend who hasn't really stayed. The father doesn't want to even hear of her anymore. You know, and you can realize that she's really emotionally detached. She doesn't really express herself that much. She doesn't want to even. It's because she's guarded herself so much from childhood. All those should I say trauma? Is not trauma. That
all experiences.
Yes,
Yeah.
has really made her guard her heart, and you know she doesn't even want to make friends. You understand? It's some people go through depression due to these things. You know, people. You just need your father. Your father is always like protecting you. You know, they don't show emotions like the mothers do, but then they just protect you in a way.
I love and this is it, man.
This is it.
That's what we do.
This is it. This is it.
Cover them.
This is it. You know, and I don't really. My father, the thing made me a bit emotional, but if you're able to find your father, whether he neglected you or not, just apologize to him. Just even if it's
not your fault.
Exactly. Just apologize to him, because there's this father blessings that you actually need. You know you need that. If you don't have that, you never make it in life. We all know that. That's how I feel.
And you're feeling the father blessing from your daddy?
Yes, I have to go see him so that I do it properly. But I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I'm feeling it right now.
All right.
It's working for me. See, I'm glowing and all that.
One time.
Because I made up with my dad.
Yeah.
You know, we're not arguing, but then, see.
So the connection is reconnected. So
I feel sorry for
Yvonne.
Nelson, honestly. I'm sorry, but forgive.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll find him, because hopefully.
I don't know.
That's the hope. That's the whole behind the whole book.
I pray so.
Yeah.
And if you do, please love him. Love him. You know, you never know. He might just die or might disappear, or maybe he's dead or something. You never know. Just prepare your heart for anything. You know, I'm not in the best position to advise you, but just prepare your heart for everything and anything. We love you.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love this conversation. It's I really enjoyed it, and all the best with the song.
Thank you.
And next year, Father's Day, if you don't drop that song, then you go get problem with Ovi. Start write the song now.
I'll do that.
Start write that now.
I'll do that.
Yeah, the father gave you a really great tip there, and it's a blessing. Write that song for the daddies. Yeah.
He says it's going to blow up, so
I
hope it does.
Yes. Father, they talk to you. He protect you now.
I know, right?
All right, what do you want to say before we go? I mean, YOLO is out. It's a party song. Today is Friday. Party. Where's the party happening today?
Tonight, be like Agode Beach.
Agode Beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I go party on the low for
on the low for the house. Okay. But wherever it is going to be a party.
It's going to be.
And YOLO is available everywhere.
Everywhere.
How can people find you?
On Instagram, OV_music_. On Twitter, it's OV_music_. Facebook is OV Music. And if you want to look for my songs, just Google OV Music. There are other OVs there, but they are not the original version.
That's how I found you, OV Music. You were following me, so now I'm following you back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now I'm going to ask you the last question. It is Valerie's question. Valerie is one of my colleagues here. She likes to ask this question. So if you were to put out a tweet, I'm going to put it the Valerie way. So if you were to put out a tweet today, what would that tweet be, Ovi?
Good. Would it be? My music is out. Please go and listen to my song.
Okay. And I lied about the one question. There's another question. This Valerie likes this one. If you were president for one day, and you could put out a law that after you've left the presidency, that law would not go anywhere.
Forever and ever.
Yes, president for a day, you could get a law passed through parliament with your presidential powers. What would that law be?
We're not going to pay rent ever.
I see people doing this like they want the World Cup, man.
It's not easy. I've suffered with rent.
Rent sufferation.
Yo, everybody's going through it. You have to pay like two years advance.
2 year thing.
If you are earning 300 Ghana cedis a month, yo, how you go do that?
So the rent issue be the big one.
Aside from that, I'm not going to go into details with what I'm about to say, but I'll just protect human rights.
Okay. That's it.
It's
been a wonderful conversation. Ovi, keep smiling, keep shining.
Thank you.
And may YOLO succeed.
Amen.
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 And may Daddy continue to cover you.
Cover us all.
So. My name is Kafui Day. That was our conversation, The Scoop with Ovi. Follow her everywhere. You have no excuse at all. It's 9:27. I don't even know whether we are ending the show right now. Are we ending the show? Okay, we're going to Foster. We're not ending the show. Yeah. I've ended it for me, but I'm handing over the baton like that to Valerie, who will take it and give it to Foster Romanos. So from music to mirth and happiness and laughter, this is GTV Breakfast. Hey, before you go, we are launching our TV license short code. All right? Only 36 CDs. And we'll give you more content, Ghanaian content like Ovi and Foster, and then the throwback content that you've missed, Shifu and Osofodazi and, all that, and great new stuff, so please, 12:30, we'll let you know exactly what that content is. It will be on GTV Ghana's Facebook page. All right, 12:30, I sat down with the Director General of the GBC, and you'll be getting to know what that short code is. And then, you send the money, and then, hey, we give you great content. How about that? Okay. Foster coming up next.
Make you know me good and slow. And your side,